Yeah, so that's what I'll do, and then I'll punch it in there, and then this will take me right exactly like the way I have it set up is, it's 0.47 miles, and that points to the big center building. And that's how I find a lot of these places, especially at the lake.
Those buildings, that one straight in front of us looks pretty intact.
Well, he said it's been closed for a little over 40 years. I think 82.
Yes. What is this like when it pours and rains around here? This road, Husky. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt, you'd have a hard time without your vehicle. You couldn't get out of here at all. Yeah, that one looks like the school building. The other one to the right looks like the Lake Dolores slide ride. You see it? It's like a slide.
That might be a mine. That's the shaft that comes out or something.
Oh, that's true. Where they got the gravel and the water.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be as windy here. It's still windy, but not like it was. Oh, this is a good find.
That's why, like when I had a motorcycle, all this shit was piece of cake.
Well, same thing with like a razor. One of those razors, you could be doing 50 miles an hour through here.
Yeah, you did. We just nothing at all. Plus, you could kind of inch through.
When I retired, or planning, I always thought I was going to buy one of those. But on these groups I'm on, it just seems like, it almost seems like it's a boat.
Exactly. You got to have two of them.
Well, it's just, two people can ride in it, so you're good. But it just seems like, it's a mechanical asshole. You're always, when you're off-roading, you're always repairing stuff with those because you're flying over the desert so much. You're really doing, this is going to be cool, dude.
I had a friend that had a jet ski and he told me it was just... See, that's why I bought a boat.
I had a jet ski. It was cool.
Tons of shit.
Well, you could find some shit up here with the metal detector.
Pull that out, sure. Well, it doesn't look like anybody else is here unless they live here and don't have a vehicle.
I don't know. Where's this? Oh, okay.
Where's that take you?
I don't know.
That's what we need to go home. Let's see what's over there. This is a trip, man.
Well, I say when you think of 40 years ago, it's not that long ago, but it is. It's just we're old.
Yeah, 85. I was working at the Hilton.
By 85, I was working at the rent-a-car, and Hertz rent-a-car, and Apple rent-a-car.
Just a few years before that, I had my dirt bike. My last one had a Suzuki RF-125. The big tank, so I could go far. Yeah, people find out about this shit, man. Come up here and party, and I would have done it.
What?
When I was younger and stuff, just to come up and hang with some friends and, drink some beers and fuck around. I can see people coming up here.
We'll park on the other side and we'll be a little out of touch.
Those drums. They look like they'd be something you would have water in or something. You get any work done on your truck while you're here?
Actually, we could probably pull in there.
Wow, this is crazy cool. Yeah, this? What is that? That's got to be, like you kind of said, I think it might have to do with water going through it and...
So this appears to me to be what is out at Lake Mead, or the remnants at Lake Mead, and it's called the batch plant. The one out there is made of concrete. This looks like it might be more steel, but basically it looks like it used to be the same thing. And here, if you could only see me now, I'm scaling here. I got one hand on the rail, and I'm trying to walk with my feet on one of the steel things here, and I've got my camera in the other hand. So it's quite the balancing act, but this stuff, everything is solid here, solid metal, nothing's loose or anything. It's not like it's an old wooden, rickety kind of thing like we've seen in some of the places we visit. Looks like this skeleton, with that movie.
Yeah, aliens invade or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mars Attacks, that's what it is. No, see how they cut the tops here? Like, that looks like it was cut. Like somebody cut that.
Oh, no, they're taking some time, man. So, like, that's it's metal. That's have to be cut and welded.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like 1/8-inch steel. Here, there's a cool party here.
Well, they probably didn't have any. Well, there were no cell phones back in those days.
It's funny that wind makes weird noises. I thought I'd hear somebody like yelling.
Yeah.
It's just the wind kind of zipping through the building in my life. That thing's coming down.
At least we can talk in here. It's a really, really windy day, so I really can't record any audio, but this is a cool place. So it was a mine or something, but
Hey,
we'll check it out.
Golf ball.
Hang on, let's see. There we go.
It's a real golf ball too.
Hey, where'd you get that?
And a spoon. I'm in good shape now.
There you go. You could play
And a gas can. We got everything we need now for a nice meal.
Oh, look at this. Check this out.
Oh, shit. Yeah, see, and that something's not making sense to me about possibility that stuff just tore out.
I doubt it. This must have been electrical panels.
Did that stuff just tear off when there was 60-mile-an-hour winds out here?
Maybe it did.
I just can't picture somebody going up there to do that. What the heck? He's got a cigarette in his hand. This guy has seen better days.
I'm following the hole.
Is that a piano? No.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I thought it was a piano. That would really be strange. That's just a working station. I'm still, I don't know. This,
Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe it's just...
Is that just rusted?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm in the thing that sometimes people, I know it seems crazy, but there are some crazy things going on.
So what do you think this thing is? At first, I thought it might have been a generator, maybe even an air compressor with the big fan. I know it's not an air compressor, there's no tank or anything, but I don't know. Kind of bizarre they leave some of this stuff behind. One thing cool about this site is because it's not that old, all these stairways and everything are solid, secure metal. A lot of the old mines and stuff we go to, you've got dry rotted wood, and some could be certainly a hazard. And anyway, this is a pretty big piece of machinery. Anybody know what this is or what it was used for? Yeah, let me know. I'm kind of curious. And again, it's like, why they leave this stuff behind? I guess it doesn't have value or cost too much to move. And man, this stuff here, that stuff blowing there scared me. But the wind is howling at like 30-40 miles an hour outside, just coming through the building. It's pretty crazy. Wicked windy. Can't fly the drone, but it's we're in the national Mojave National Preserve as well. This property falls into, so I can't drone here. So that's okay. The wind's blowing. It makes me feel not so bad that I can't. But check this stuff out, man. If I get the right button there. There we go. Hey, maybe this is a pot of gold. Let's check it out and see what's inside. Oh well, no gold. Guess that damn leprechaun got it. But this is a cool place, but it's really creepy because you can't hear it. You probably can't hear it from my camera, but the wind is just howling outside, and with all the metal and everything, it's like creaky, and it's almost like somebody's moaning out there. It's really kind of freaky. But anyway, this was an ore processing plant, and the nearest mine that it processed ore from was the Gold Star mine that was 17 miles away. So they hauled the ore here to process it, and I'm not really sure what's involved in that, but I'm certainly, it's not, this looks like toilet paper rolls, but I'm sure that's not what it is. So if you know what this stuff is, let me know. I'm curious with all this stuff. It's kind of cool, but yeah, it's a neat place, and you're out here in the middle of nowhere, like so many places, and you hear all these creaks and noises, and you don't know if somebody came. So that's why we kind of parked in the back. We figured it'd be a little more discreet, and then we'll keep our ears open for any unknown visitors there. So
But again, this place, yeah, everything's nice, metal, easy to walk on, and actually some pretty cool views out there. You know, way out in the distance. Let me move the camera. Yeah, you can't really see it, but there's a solar plant way out there around the Prim area that you can see probably, I don't know, 20, 30 miles away. And I don't know what they stored in these tanks, but it's still cool to walk around here. And it's always creepy walking around because you don't know. When we first got here, you know, we didn't know if there could be homeless people in here or something. This is really way out there, kind of in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, you just don't know. And then, you know, you're visiting, you're walking around, it's really cool and all that. And you don't know if you might have some visitors, and hopefully they're, you know, doing the same thing we're doing. And but you never know, so you gotta be careful. But anyway, if you know what any of this stuff is, I mean, this was an ore processing plant, so I don't really know exactly what you do in the ore processing process. And all these, yeah, tanks and stuff, yeah, be curious to know. And yeah, I think that thing in the front there was well, like I said, the one at Lake Mead was called the batch plant, and they called it a water, I think it was a water clarifying or gravel clarifying tank, something like that. Not really sure. The upper structure on the one at Lake Mead is gone, but well, it was from the 1930s when they built Hoover Dam. So there you go. And there's that view. And there you can see the solar plant way out there. So this place is like a photographer's dream. There's just something cool. I don't encourage graffiti, but you know, places like this covered in graffiti are so cool. And to photograph them, it's just, I don't know, it's something neat. And some of these places, like especially like the Lake Dolores we did on the last video, the abandoned water park, that stuff, you know, it's going to be gone one day. And just like this, they could come in and bulldoze this down and it's gone. And it's a cool thing, and you're just out here. It's so peaceful and quiet. You don't hear traffic, you don't hear sirens, you don't hear people yelling and complaining. It's got a real sense of peace out here, you know, as long as you're alone. You know, if somebody was to come along, you know, you could have a little concern of your safety, but nonetheless, this is cool. And you know what, yeah, again, what was all this equipment? And straight ahead, that was that looks like that was an office. I saw an older picture and it was all just, you can see the frame of it there. But yeah, that apparently was the office, but it looks like, yeah, I guess vandals probably burned it down at some point.
So look, the question we have is this metal that's all cut out in these places. It looks like it was almost cut, but then again, was it just natural? do you say we go see what's up in that? Richard! Yeah. Ah. You know what? I missed the shack here.
So all these cuts in the metal that we've seen, we couldn't figure out what they all were, but you know, I finally figured out there was graffiti that was cut in and you know, quite intricate, and it definitely took some time. And after doing a little Googling, I find that an environmental group called Indecline, and they called this particular area the Death Metals, and they are an environmental art project in protest of man's constant quest for wealth at the expense of everything else. This particular project was carried out covertly over the course of 6 days by 8 members, and the artwork left behind was created using plasma cutters, angle grinders, and various other power tools, along with sugar artist's acrylic. So done really well. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. We've all seen graffiti, but have you ever seen graffiti cut into the metal? This is truly one of a kind. So I was reading from my paper here that I copied information on this place, and I just realized I just said covertly. The actual thing I should have said was covertly. Anybody catch that? See, that's what happens when you're born out in a farm country. But anyway, walking around here, this would really be cool. Probably to do some metal detecting. Who knows what we would find. But then again, they say there's a lot of toxic stuff that was left behind, so probably a good thing. So I took a walk inside this shipping container, and I forgot to turn the video on, but I did take a picture, and it kind of looked like a meth lab to me. I'm sure it wasn't, but I'm sure it had something to do with the processing of the plant here, but a little creepy.
Yeah, remember when those were in glass bottles? I don't know when they started making them out of plastic. You look like the captain ready to set sail.
Ready to go. I'm in the box of shame.
Is that your sword?
Yeah. I've been fighting them off out here, man.
Good job, good
And I
job.
have this. This is my shield.
Okay.
Ship here. I have no interest in wanting something like this, do you?
No.